Hi guys, in this lesson we are going to create a multi-client chat application, so let's get started. First of all, here is the .env file. Make sure to set a long and secure Flask secret key. Also set the port as I did. If you want to communicate with different clients on your local network, you can set the host to your local IP address. Now let's import some module. Pip install Flask socket IO python -.env. Let's push enter. Load _.env parentheses new line app equal Flask parentheses _name new line app.config square brackets quotation marks secret _key equal os.getEnv parentheses quotation marks Flask secret key new line socket IO equal socket IO parentheses app. Host equal os.getEnv parentheses quotation marks Flask host new line port equal int parentheses os.getEnv parentheses quotation marks Flask port new line socket IO dot run parentheses app comma host comma port. And then we have to create also two functions at app dot route parentheses quotation marks slash new line def index parentheses colon new line return render template parentheses quotation marks chat.html line at socket IO dot on parentheses quotation marks message new line def handle underscore message parentheses msg colon new line let's print it print parentheses f-string message colon curly brackets msg new line send parentheses msg comma broadcast equal true. So in this script we create a Flask application and add real-time communication using socket IO. When someone visits the root URL, the server renders the chat.html file, which we'll create. The server also handles incoming messages and broadcasts them to all connected clients, allowing for real-time chat functionality. Let's create the template chat.html. Now we are going to learn a bit about HTML, which is the standard language used to create and structure content on the web. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language, and it allows us to define elements like headings, paragraph, buttons, input, fields, and much more. In our case, we'll use HTML to build the layout of our chat interface, where users can type messages, see messages from others, and interact with the app in real time. Doctype HTML head title chat room line link curly brackets URL underscore for parentheses quotation marks static comma file name equal css / style dot css new line script src equal quotation marks https://cdn.socket.io/4.7.2/socket.io.min.js. And then let's create the body, div, new line, id equal quotation marks chat hyphen container, class equal quotation marks chat container, new line, div, id equal quotation marks chat hyphen box, new line, div, id equal input area, new line, input. Let's remove this part. ID equal quotation marks username, placeholder equal enter your name, new line, input, ID equal message, placeholder equal type your message, autocomplete equal off, new line, button, on click equal quotation marks send message, parentheses, send. So we are connecting this button to the function send message that we are going to create. Now, out of the div, let's import another script src equal quotation marks curly brackets url underscore for parentheses quotation marks static comma file name equal quotation marks js/chat.js. And that's it. So now let's create this JS file. chat.js. And let's write our first JavaScript file. And now let's create a JavaScript file which will handle the interactive part of our chat application. JavaScript allows us to add dynamic behavior to our HTML, such as sending and receiving messages in real time using socket.io. In this file, we'll connect the server listen for incoming messages and emit new messages when the user sends them from the chat input. Const socket equal io parentheses semicolon new line const chat box equal document dot get element by id parentheses quotation marks chat hyphen box semicolon new line socket dot on parentheses quotation marks message comma function parentheses msg curly brackets new line const msg div equal document dot create element parentheses quotation marks div semicolon new line msg div dot class list dot add parentheses quotation marks chat hyphen message semicolon new line msg div dot text content equal msg semicolon new line chatbox dot append child parentheses msg div semicolon new line chatbox dot scroll top equal chatbox dot scroll height semicolon next line semicolon new line and let's create a function send message parentheses curly brackets new line const username equal document dot get element by id parentheses quotation marks username dot value semicolon, new line, const, message, equal, document dot get element by ID, parentheses, quotation marks, message, dot value, semicolon, new line, if, parentheses, message dot trim, parentheses, exclamation mark, double equal, quotation marks, curly brackets, new line, socket dot send, parentheses, username plus quotation marks, column plus message, semicolon, new line, document dot get element by ID, parentheses, message dot value equal, quotation marks, semicolon, and let's save it and close it. Now it should already does something, our program, so let's run it and let's click on Control and click on the link. It should open your browser at that link, and as you can see there is everything we created in HTML. Let's try the JavaScript and Python part. Red Python. Oh, okay, it works. Let's open another browser. Edge 127.0.0.1 column 5000. Okay, let's split the screen and let's try to send back a message from Edge. Blue JavaScript. As you can see on our Firefox, the message has arrived. Now, as you can see, it's too minimal, this look, so let's try to do something better, creating a style.css file. New file, style.css. Here we can change the appearance of the HTML to make it look better. So let's stop the program. Body, curly brackets, new line, font family, quotation marks, Arial, comma, sans serif, new line, background, hash, E5, 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 new line, display, flex, new line, justify content, center, new line, align items, center, new line, 8, 100, VH, new line, margin, 0. This way we've made the body tag look nicer. Now let's improve the appearance of all the elements with a specific ID. Hash chat-container. By using hash, we can select any element with a specific ID that we have defined in our HTML file. max width 500 px, new line, height 600 px, new line, display flex, new line. Instead, by using dot, we can select elements by their class. Dot _container, new line, flex direction, column, new line, border, radius 16 px, box shadow 0, 8 px, 30 px, 𝗟𝗶 parenthesis 0, 0, 0, 0.1, new line, overflow, hidden. Let's take another ID, hash chat-box, curly brackets, new line, flex 1, new line, padding 20 px, new line, overflow y, auto, new line, background, hash f9, 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 new line, flex direction, column, new line, gap, column, 10 px, input, area, curly brackets, padding 15 px, new line, border, top 1 px, solid, hash DDD, new line, background, hash FFF, new line, display flex, new line, gap 10 px, new line, flex wrap, new line, input, comma, button. We can also call multi-tags, font size 14 px, new line, padding 10 px, new line, border 8 px, border 1 px, solid, hash CCC, new line, flex 1 auto, new line, hash username, curly brackets, flex 1 30%, new line, hash message, curly brackets, new line, flex column 1 60%, new line, button, background, #007bff, new line, color, #FFF, new line, border, none, new line, cursor, pointer, new line, button, column, hover, curly brackets, new line, background, #0056b3, new line, dot chat-message, curly brackets, new line, max width, column, 75%, new line, padding, 10px, 14px, new line, border, radius, 16px, new line, font size, 14px, new line, word wrap, break word, new line, color, #0000. Let's save and close it. Let's try to run it again. And as you can see, it looks nicer. So let's try to send some message. Python. Blue. JavaScript. One last thing, we could change the side of the sender and the receiver. Let's try to do it. Stop the program. Chat.js. Const username equal document dot get element by id parentheses quotation marks username dot value semicolon new line const sender equal msg dot split parentheses quotation marks column square brackets 0 semicolon new line if parentheses sender dot trim parentheses triple equal username dot trim parentheses curly brackets new line msg div dot class list dot add parentheses quotation marks sender new line else curly brackets msg div dot class list dot add parentheses quotation marks receiver And don't forget the semicolon. And let's change also the style.css. New line dot chat message dot receiver, curly brackets, align self, flex start, new line, background, hash 𝗟𝗏 f2 fd. New line dot chat message dot sender, curly brackets, align self, flex end, new line, background, hash d1 e7 dd. And let's save it. And let's try to run it again. Let's open Firefox and Edge. Python. And as you can see, the sender and the receiver take different positions. In both the clients, so it worked pretty well. So for this lesson it's enough. Thanks for watching and see you in the next lesson.